identifying the three metal battle. As we know, we were given the density for silver, it was 10.5 gram per cubic square. For rhodium was 12.4 gram per cubic square, and platinum was 21.45 gram per cubic square. So as you notice, this is our material that we will be using. What we're gonna do is measure the empty measuring cylinder on top of the scale, and it gives us a reading of 72.0883 grams. Now what we're gonna do is add the metal into the measuring cylinder, and we're gonna pour a realistic pour into it. So I'll be adding. So after you have already poured the amount of metal into the measuring cylinder, I will be reading it, and it's 16 ml of volume. Now we're gonna be weighing the graduate cylinder on the scale, and it gives us a reading of 241.2254 grams. Insert all of this information into the Word document, and what we're gonna do is put the empty weight was 72.0883 grams. The metal volume was 16 millimeters, and the total increasement was 241.2254 grams. So for us to find the mass number, what we're gonna do is the 241.22 for the 54 grams minus the empty flask mass, which is 2.0883 grams, equals to 169.1371 grams. Now that total mass of the metal is 169.1371. We're gonna divide it by the mass, by the volume that was 16 ml. That was 16 ml, and it gave us a number equal to 10.5 grams / ml. So as we know, this unknown metal here is silver. So we're gonna repeat these procedures for the other steps. So moving on to the following step, we're gonna weigh the measuring cylinder, the empty measuring cylinder into the measuring cylinder, and it gives us a reading of 72.7557 grams. We're gonna be pouring the unknown metal into this, and we're gonna pour a realistic amount. So meanwhile I'm pouring it, we must remember to read the measurements of the metal in volume. So I'll be reading. So it is 16. 15 ml. It was about to reach the 16, so it was 15 ml. Now we're gonna be measuring this, and it gave us a reading of 267.9254 grams. This information will be inserted into the Word document. So the empty measuring cylinder weighed 27.7557 grams. The empty mass or the volume mass of the metal is 15 ml. The total mass was 267.90, 254 grams. So that's the total increasement. That was the total increasement. So the mass metal, what we're gonna do is we're gonna divide the total increasement with the empty measuring cylinder, and it will give us the answer for the metal that is equal to 195.1697 grams. So the 195.1697 grams, we're gonna divide it by the 15 ml, and that is 13.01. And this unknown metal is rhodium. So moving on to our last metal, we're gonna repeat the procedure. So we're gonna weigh the measuring cylinder, and it's 72.9191 grams. We're gonna be adding the metal into the measuring cylinder, and it's gonna give us a volume in ml. Our reading is in ml, and it's 16 ml. We're gonna measure the weight of this, and it's 416.6677 grams. So we go back into our Word document. The measuring cylinder weighed 72.9191 grams. The volume was 16 ml. The mass, the total increasement was 416.6677 grams. So the mass, so this we're gonna divide minus that by the 72.9191 grams equals to, our answer is in gram, and is equivalent to 343.7286 grams. So the mass metal weighed 343.7486 grams. So what we're gonna be doing here is this answer that we got, we're gonna divide that by the volume. We're gonna divide that by the 16 ml. So we're gonna divide by the 16 ml, and it's equal to 21.48 grams/ml. So this unknown metal is platinum. And this is how the work ends, to identify these unknown metals.